Hello and welcome. If you've ever dreamed of moving abroad, there are really two big parts to that story. First, there's the dream itself. And second, well, there's that mountain of paperwork that stands in your way. Today, we're going to deconstruct the business model that was basically born in that gap, how modern visa services managed to turn all that stress and complexity into a product you can actually buy.
It pretty much always starts right here, with this really powerful idea. The dream of studying at some amazing university, or maybe landing a killer job in a global city, or even just exploring a new part of the world. It's all potential, and it feels absolutely incredible.
And then, wham, reality hits. The super confusing forms, the endless hunt for documents, those bureaucratic deadlines, all of a sudden, that exciting dream feels like it's buried under a pile of anxiety. This right here, this is the main conflict, the hurdle that trips up so many people.
So it's this exact pain point, this huge gap between the dream and the, let's face it, difficult reality that created a whole multi-million-dollar industry. And that's our first big idea, the dream versus the hurdle.
And that's where the visa facilitation service comes in. At its core, it's a business selling two things: expertise and, maybe more importantly, peace of mind. You can think of them as professional guides you hire to lead you through that paperwork mountain, all for a fee, of course.
Okay, so what exactly is their big promise? What are you really buying when you sign up with one of these services? It's not just about getting some forms filled out, it's about buying into a story, a narrative of success.
And this quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of their sales pitch. Listen to those words: expert, guaranteed, fast, comprehensive. This language isn't an accident. It's carefully chosen to be the perfect antidote to all those feelings of confusion, fear, and delay that every single applicant dreads.
They start with their knockout punch, a 99% success rate. For someone who's already anxious about their application, that single number is designed to do one thing and one thing only: get rid of the fear of rejection. It just screams reliability.
Then they go for global authority. Servicing over 180 countries isn't just a number, it's a clear message. Look, no matter where you want to go, we've already paved the way. You can trust us.
And finally, they promise they are always there for you. Visa anxiety doesn't clock out at 5 p.m., right? So offering 24/7 support is a really powerful way of saying, hey, whenever you start to worry, we'll be awake.
So once they've made all these big promises, how does the actual process get started? Well, the very first thing the service does is funnel you down a specific path. It all kicks off by defining your journey. Are you a tourist, a student, or are you traveling for business? And that choice really matters. Just look at the different timelines and those claimed success rates. A tourist visa, it's presented as quick and pretty much a sure thing. A student visa, on the other hand, takes longer, which kind of hints that it's more complex. And a business visa? That's positioned as the fastest of them all, because hey, in business, time is money.
This is where you see the real customization kick in. For tourists, it's about the basic stuff, document support. But for students, look how the service expands. They're offering university guidance and SOP writing. That means helping you write that all-important statement of purpose essay. For business travelers, it's all about speed and getting official documents like invitation letters.
Okay, so the service knows why you're going. The next critical piece of the puzzle is where you're going. Because, as we're about to see, the promise, the whole process, and especially the price can change dramatically depending on the flag on your application form.
So to see this in action, let's compare two really popular but very different destinations: the United States and the United Arab Emirates. The marketing language alone tells a story. The US gets framed as this complex, high-stakes land of opportunities, while the UAE is sold as the fast, efficient business hub.
Right away, the US visa package signals a much higher level of difficulty. A student visa service is priced at nearly 34,000 rupees. That price tag alone tells you this is not some simple transactional process. It's a major undertaking.
So why the heck does it cost so much more? Well, it's because the service is way more hands-on. They're offering DS-160 form assistance, that's the super long official online application, and even interview preparation. They're selling you a high-touch guide to help you navigate the notoriously complex American visa system.
Now let's just pivot over to the UAE, and the difference is like night and day. A 30-day tourist visa for under 6,000 rupees, processed in as little as 2 to 5 days. This is a completely different value proposition.
And the features totally reflect that shift. It's all about speed and convenience. You see things like e-visa processing and instant approval. Forget interview prep. For the UAE, this service isn't selling you a guide through some complicated maze. It's selling you a ticket for the express lane.
All right, let's pull all these different pieces together. After all the marketing, the pricing, the packaging, what is the final essential promise that's being sold to you, the customer?
It's this: a simple 4-step journey. They take the chaotic, unpredictable reality of getting a visa and they repackage it as a clean, manageable, and even trackable process. This transformation, from complexity into simplicity, that's the real product they're selling.
And then they seal the deal with one last really powerful claim. This isn't just a tagline, you know. It's a statement of authority and experience, and it's designed to give a potential customer that last little nudge of confidence they need to go ahead and click buy.
Which brings us right back to you. We've deconstructed how these services literally turn anxiety into a product. So the ultimate question is, when you're the one facing that mountain of paperwork, is the promise of a simple path truly worth the price of admission? The answer, of course, depends entirely on where you're going.